Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we've got a very special episode of Future Friday. Now, every Friday I try to take a little sneak peek into the JP side of the game, see what's coming down the pipe, see if there's anything that you want to think about planning to save for. This one's different. We've got a hype video that's coming out with a 3.5 year anniversary for JP, and it will spoil a little bit of story. So if you don't want your story spoiled, especially if you haven't played through like book 2 of the game yet, there is a very impactful moment that happens towards the end of the second main arc. This will ruin that in some ways, what we're about to watch. Now, I've never watched it before, but it's been spoiled for me already. Either way, I'm going to watch it for the first time with you guys right now. So if you don't want the story spoiled, turn it off now. Here we go, straight from JP, run it. I'm gonna try to stay sort of quiet through the whole time, but here he comes, making his comeback. Boy. He said Alaya, right? I'm pretty sure he just said Alaya. So that was Waifu Alaya with Husbando Jaden. Looking good, Jaden. And the spear using part of this is perfect. I'll tell you what, I'll save some commentary for the end. Let's just enjoy the video. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Genei Senso. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now, a couple things I want to point out when I'm looking at this. First of all, the fact that he's a spear user is perfect. The fact that he's an ice element is a little weird. Like, ice is getting another spear using unit right here. I feel like ice has a lot of these, but I mean, Jaden's totally going to be 100 cost, right? So ice is probably getting a huge power up when Jaden makes his return to the game. That's pretty cool. I love the fact that we also are essentially getting a spoiler for future Queen Alaya right there. You can see her in her wedding dress. We got Queen Macherie, pretty much a guarantee that Queen Alaya is also going to be coming at some point. I know Jaden has a ton of fans. People are going to be very, very excited to see him getting back into the game. We do get a date for JP 5/14, which is in 3 days for them. So again, about 4 months for us. Pretty much guaranteed to be a 100 cost unit. Pretty dang cool, and to all the Jaden fans, I'm really happy for you. Like, Jaden is a good unit. I've used him quite a bit. He's never been one of my favorites, but he has a huge following. So if you're a member of that following, congrats. Now, we do have a little bit more to talk about here. I'm going to put this screen up. This is just showing you that, yes, JP has gotten the Master Ability 2s and Transcendences for the Final Fantasy units that have been left behind. You know, speaking of like Ice Element Spear units, Aranea catching her upgrade. Notice that Ice gets 1, 2, 3, 4 units right here catching an upgrade. Kane is going to be a really popular one. I personally have always been a big fan of Cecil. Like, super happy that he's getting his. We've talked about this a little bit in the past. I'm not going to go through all of these now, but you still see units like Lightning and Noctis getting played in Global now. They're all going to get stronger. Now, we're also getting another thing. Raging Bull Minotaur, I believe is what this one was called. It is a job-based vision card. Fierce Fighting Bull Minotaur. It is really, really powerful. Increased attack 60%, missile resistance 16%, critical damage 25%. That's a bunch of stats. Attack and critical rate for the unit wearing it. Lots of attack right there. If we go to the unit list, like I was kind of looking at this earlier element by element, and I like to do this with these job-based cards. By the way, Jay Benson has an amazing spreadsheet. Like, he's worked something out for these job-based cards. I was going to do my own. His is way better. Go to his channel and find his. It's better than the random one I made. You should just use that one. But looking at this element by element right here, Ice is getting Jaden, but like no one else on Ice is really catching much here from this. Fire, you get Pissarro Mont. Wind, Yeah, you got Rysel on there, but not a ton going for it. It's kind of a rainbow looking card to me again. Lightning's got nothing. Water, not great. Light only? Okay, there's some light units. Warrior of Light, Violet, Lock, Butts over here on the ultimate JP translation tool. So there's some light elements on here if that's your way. And then dark, units that like attack. There's a couple good ones on here for dark. But really, it's looking to be a rainbow type of card. The stats on it are really strong though. So if you could figure out a way to work that in, it comes with an Esper. Now this Esper is very strong. It's an 18 agility Esper, which is nice and fast, has 113 attack. The skill tree is super anti-dark, right? You have light attack up with attack into light attack. I love that. You have dark resist and dark killer, critical hit rate, slash attack up, accuracy into critical damage. This thing is a major anti-dark light element attack base Esper, and it's nice and fast, right? Like Two-Headed Dragon is a light element Esper that gives you a bunch of damage, but it's super slow. This dude is fast. So there you go, a new Esper. The Esper looks like the easier to use thing of that to me. But that's what's coming out. So, a little bit different. I tried to include a little bit more hype video action on this one. I know using WoTV calc for these has not been the smoothest thing yet, and I am trying to make these Future Friday videos into a more refined piece of content. So, any further suggestions, I'm open for them. I actually love hearing, like, real criticism of my videos. Like, if you say something sucks, that's not useful. But, like, there's been some really constructive criticism for the Future Friday videos. I'm going to try to incorporate those into these. If you have any other thoughts or suggestions, leave them here. Otherwise, Jaden fans, it's your month in about 4 months. I'll be back in school at that point. I'll be teaching new kids. That's crazy. Thank y'all for watching, though. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.